And I actually watch a lot of your videos all the time. And I was telling Sean, I said, take a look at some of Fred's videos. It was yesterday, right? You were looking at his video. I was telling him to take a look at some of your videos because they're very inspiring and thought-provoking.
Is this you too, Ben?
Congratulations.
It's family. You wouldn't? All right, shit. He shot my documentary. So,
And I appreciate y'all, man. Like, I don't read too much, you know, but I know, like, the guys that are out there pushing and fighting and trying to get people to see things, you know, the right way. I know that y'all been doing your thing, man, and I know people try to, you know, quiet y'all down and stuff like that. And I couldn't tell you, man, guys like yourself.
The stuff you're doing, it's something you can apply to your life.
Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram, too. Follow me on Instagram. Will y'all motherfuckers follow me on Instagram? Because I'm gonna get a strike sometime soon, and I need to go live from there. Anyhow, moving forward, I spoke to Town about this. I spoke to 78 about this. I want to boycott the NFL so bad. You know what bothers me? And I'm a Giants fan. Odell Beckham, and the reason why is because he annoys me, and what I mean is he annoys me is he lives a young millionaire's lifestyle. I'm not jealous about that, but he's so nonchalant and don't care. It seems as he doesn't care what's going on with the rest of the world, and in my head, he is the micro of the macro, meaning our black athletes that are in the NFL are not making moves like we want them to move. And I think in addition to not watching the NFL, ironically enough, we need the stage a sit-in, and you get a block of seats and you sit during the national anthem and then you leave. You know, that way there's a big void. You don't go and enjoy the game. And 3, the NFL players got to stand up, man. Michael Bennett is doing a hell of a job, and the few others in comparison to the numbers. I think each team is 53 or 51 players or something like that. And I need them to be more proactive, man. And it's hurting me. I want to support them. And what I mean by not watching, like I didn't watch Thursday. I actually didn't know the game was on. I just found out today Kansas City blew them out. Literally just found out. I didn't watch SportsCenter last night. And it's just beyond me that a person like me who loves being at ground zero, loves being at the epic center in terms of fighting a just cause in the right way. I look on TV and these millionaires, football players, act like they can give a damn about what's going on in terms of social consciousness, you know? And it bothers me. It halts my my want to. You know, like the other day when I heard 78 say, there's 98% of y'all motherfuckers wouldn't boycott. There's only 2% of y'all that would actually be a Colin Kaepernick. You understand what I'm saying? And that moved me to the point of saying, you know, I'm going to lean towards boycotting the NFL. But man, in these interviews for the NFL season, I only get the LA feed, so I don't hear no Rams players, no Chargers players, even no Raiders players talking about publicly, like in a big forum, about what's going on with the national anthem and Colin Kaepernick. For that matter, Cam Newton has said something, you know, who I've given up on, you know, him not diving on that fumble, and was just, you know, anyways, moreover than that, man. I have a couple of days. Odell Beckham is just, he is basically Carmelo Anthony on the Giants. Like the Knicks has Carmelo Anthony, the Giants have Odell Beckham. You can't win a championship with him, but if you win a championship with him, he makes your brand bigger. Like if someone else becomes the reason why you win the championship, you understand what I'm saying? But oh man, I'm gonna appreciate you guys' comments in the comments. I literally want to boycott, and I get every sentiment. I mean, the NFL is not for us, and we're doing this because we're black, not because of the NFL. I totally get that gist of it, but I'm looking at all these NFL players and they don't give a damn. JJ Watt has raised over $20 million, right, of American dollars. And yet we can't get 20 million Americans to sit for the national anthem. It's just Kevin Hart raised close to $2 million, but we can't get him to, it's, So I'm perturbed. I donated, just so you know, I donated to Houston, and I donated to black organizations and or black people. I'm gonna have to digress a little bit in terms of that because my son is half Asian, so I gotta be more cognizant of that. So I got to do more Asian stuff, But more as I digress, I should say, back into the topic. Help me wrap my brain around this, and it's not because I want to watch the NFL. I'm literally in a conundrum because if I boycott the NFL, I get angry. Like I'm sitting there on a Friday evening thinking about Odell Beckham, and my TV is on ESPN News, so it just reminded me to talk about this with you guys. And my first thought is the Odell Beckhams of the world, who hasn't said anything about it, and yet he's making millions. And a lot of NFL football players are not speaking on this, and they need to. So help me wrap my brain. I got a couple of days. I didn't watch the game last night, but it takes money and power to make this a reality. We may have some footprints in the sand with Ezekiel Elliott's decision and Bennett's police brutality issue. That could be the linchpin, We'll see. That could be the match that sparks the fire. But we have to sit back and see, because now his teammates, like if the Seattle Supersonics, yes, Seattle Supersonics, if the Seattle Seahawks don't unify and kneel for Sunday's game, right? In my eyes, that is the most together team in the NFL. Just off of snapshots. If I look at any NFL team, when I look all across the NFL, when I look at the Seattle Seahawks, I'm like, that is the most together team I have seen in the last 4 or 5 years. And some may say the New England Patriots, but I think in terms of brotherhood, in terms of togetherness, in terms of free spirit, in terms of allowing them to be who they are, I think Seattle does a great job of that, So I'm going to go with Seattle as that. And if they don't do anything measurable, impactful for Sunday's game, with Michael Bennett being their all-pro defensive player, there's no hope. And there's minimal hope. I'm not going to say there's no hope, because 1 in a million, he still gives you a chance. But I'm just freestyling and just going on, just pouring my emotions into this video in the words. But I'm trying to wrap my brain around it. It's like, in my eyes, it's like going to help my best friend get into a fight and he doesn't fight. Hey, I need your help. These guys want to come get me around the corner. Let's go. I'm there. You know, and he doesn't fight. He sits in the car and I fight. So that's where I'm at with this. I have 48 hours, somewhere in there. And if Seattle Seahawks don't do anything impactful in terms of supporting Colin Kaepernick's stance, I'll be honest, and I say this respectfully, we need to transfer the energy in terms of boycotting the NFL to challenging, holding our NFL players accountable. Hit their timeline, email them, hold them accountable if you know them personally, because we can get great momentum if the Seattle Seahawks do something special on Sunday. We'll see. This is Richard Sherman's platform. You know, the Legion of Boom, right? I know that's a secondary, but you know that defense has been together. Like Nebraska Black Shirts, they have been together for quite some time, and me seeing them on TV, you know, I can see and feel the togetherness and the unification of the Seattle Seahawks defense. So we're gonna sit back and see and watch what happens. I know every measurable, so I'm not coming to you from a person who's in dire need of watching the NFL. I'm not in dire need of watching the NFL. And I get we should do it just because I'm black and they're discriminating against black people. I get all of that. 100% get all of that. But if they don't care about the fight, why should I? You know? I rather put my efforts in issues that mean more to me, where I genuinely believe I can make a difference. You know, and so I'm really interested in seeing your comments in the comment section, and I'm excited so we can have this dialogue. All right, I genuinely appreciate you guys, and talk to you guys soon. Peace. I just want to remind you guys, In Your Corner, a movie I directed on Floyd Mayweather and Sam Watson, is out now on Vimeo.com. In Your Corner, click the link in the description box, and I would genuinely love and appreciate you guys' support. And don't hesitate to leave a comment and let me know what you thought of the film. And again, I appreciate you guys' support, and enjoy the video. Peace.